beautiful afternoon to all our dear esteemed listeners. This is JJ Radio 101.5 FM, and welcome to Women Affairs, a program that is specially designed, packaged, and dedicated to all the beautiful women out there for their emancipation. And let me welcome you once again to the program, Women Affairs. We're sorry for starting behind the scheduled time. It was due to some circumstances beyond my control. Okay. Welcome once again to the program Women Affairs, and this is a program where we advocate for a good cause for women. My name is Omolola Kalejaye Damisa.
This is progress. Yeah, this is Women's Affairs. Women's Affairs. Hear the call every Wednesday.
All right, yes, every Wednesday between 1:30 to 2 p.m. Okay, today I want to address women. I want to talk to us as a woman. I want to address women, and if time permits me, I would love to make it a very interactive one. I will open the phone lines for you to call in. But first, I have a question. And what is this question all about? And the question is, who is a woman? Yes, who do we call a woman? Who do you think you are as a woman? Or how do we portray ourselves as a woman to the opposite gender? So, who is a woman? Yeah, a woman is generally defined as an adult female human being. Yes, you're correct if you say that. Okay, and if you say a woman is a female gender that has a wider pelvis, broader hips, and larger breasts than the man. Yes, you're also correct. And but then, who do we call a real woman?
Radio 101.5 FM, rights and power.
Now, talking about a real woman, yes, everybody you say, yes, I'm a woman, I'm a woman. Then there are some things that will categorize you or that will say, yes, that makes you a real woman. So a real woman is one who values personal growth and strives to be the best version of yourself every passing day. Every passing day. You try to strive, you put all your efforts just to become somebody in life. And then a real woman is beautiful, not only physically beautiful, intelligent. Then our personality often highlight strength, compassion, and intellect. And then these range from assertive and ambitious to empathetic and resilient, witty individual. That's a real woman. A real woman will navigate life with grace. A real woman navigates life with grace. Resolute and tenacious, that is persistent, determined, and firm in her goals. Pé nǹkan yìí ò mo fẹ́ màá rí gbà, tèmi ni sẹ́, títí ní kíní mo tèmi ni màá rí gbà. A real woman is a visionary, is commanding, is benevolent, affectionate. In fact, the list goes on and on and on. But I want us to look into this aspect. A real woman is disciplined. Where am I going with this, all this narrative? Yes, we'll get there. Okay, when you are disciplined as a woman, you will be focused. You'll be a very focused person. You'll be organized and very reliable. You'll be resilient. You'll be strong. When you say you are resilient, you'll be strong in the face of adversity. No matter what comes your way, you'll be resilient. You see, that strongness will be there. They'll say, that's why they tag some women. They'll call them Iron Lady. Some will call them Margaret Thatcher. Yes. Okay. And still talking about real woman here. A real woman, another thing we can use to qualify a real woman is dignity. You see, dignity lies in our inherent value, honor, and respect as a person created in God's image and nurturing capabilities. If you could remember, for those that joined us last week, I talked about the way some women see themselves and the way other our opposite sex and the way our opposite sex see us. I said some see women, when they see the group of women, they will see them as sex tools. Lele, oh yeah, ẹ bá fẹ́ tura, ó yá ẹ pe àwọn obìnrin wọlé. Adùn ayé ni wá ń tòótọ́. We cannot, that's an understatement. Adùn ayé ni wá, kò síbi táwa obìnrin wà tí bí ò kì í dùn. Some see themselves as a woman, they see themselves as a sex tool. And some of opposite sex, our opposite gender, they see us as a sex tool as well. They see us as let them warm my bed. Àwọn ilé tó bá ṣàti lówó lọ́wọ́, kò sí kankan wà arúbìnrin ṣẹkọ níbo màá ṣí wọn wọlé, kò sí kankan má fòyà. Yes, I was talking about this last week, and last week I was going through the internet. I saw a very disturbing news story about this Russian man that is known as Yatselav. This Russian guy came all the way from Russia to Africa, and he was said to have allegedly involved in some sexual acts with Ghanaian and Kenya women. And he did not only stop there. He posted this video of his encounters with all these women. He posted them on the social media. And there are unconfirmed reports that Yatselav real name is Yatselav. Though I saw a video of him when he was, introducing himself to some girls when he got to Kenya, and when he was in Ghana also. He was, introducing himself. He would just walk to some random girls, some random women. Even some, I saw a video of a woman with 3 kids, and he just went to her, hello, and with his bad English. With his bad English, he was just asking them, okay, with his tonation that, okay, yeah, I'm Yatselav, your name, and he was just asking them. Then the next thing he would just tell them, he would just say, okay, follow me, let me show you how I live. And when he was doing this, it was gathered that the Russian guy convinced about 24 women who eventually went to his hotel room and had sexual encounters with him, and which he later posted on his TikTok account. So he used an AI glasses to film himself during these ads, and he claimed that it was a social experiment. So he would just walk up to the ladies and say, yeah, you're fine, how are you, my name is Yatselav, come with me to my room, let me show you how I live. And then and with that, his glasses that he has on, it will just be showing the way the ladies are just frolicking with him, and then they will have sex with them, and thereabout post it on a social media handle, on YouTube, in fact. He did not only stop at Ghana. He went to Ghana and he went to Kenya to replicate this very same acts. And what baffled me is that this social experiment that he said he was carrying out, he did not carry it out in his own country, that's Russia. He did not do it to their women there. Now, this very video of this Russian man sex escapade with our African sister, with our African women, these have sparked a massive uproar across Africa. And but beyond that, beyond the shock and the anger that I feel inside of me, there's a deeper move, uncomfortable conversation that we really need to have. That is why I said I'll open the phone lines for people to call it. There are so many questions that is just going through my mind and going through my head. And I went out to ask some people questions. But before then, I just hope time will permit. But if time does not permit us today, we'll still stretch it to next week. Okay, let me just ask these few questions before I will open the phone lines. Then you people can call in. What do you feel about this Russian guy? Why did so many women follow him easily? Kí ló dé, kí ló fà tó fi jẹ́ wípé arákùnrin ọmọ Russia tó wá sílẹ̀ Africa tó lọ sí Kenya, ó lọ sí Ghana, ó kàn lọ akànlọ́ máa bá àwọn obìnrin, akànlọ́ máa bá wọn sọ, àti èyí tó á tún bí wọn, are you married? Èyí tó bá ti marry á sọ, èyí tí ò bá ti marry á sọ, èyí tó bá sì jẹ́ pé ó wà ní school. There was a girl of 19 years tó tún bá sọ̀rọ̀. She's in the university. ODMB, and he just did this with our African women. Now, my question to us, why did so many women follow him so easily? You know, I said last week, I said some women see themselves as sex tools. Some see themselves, they can use what they have to get what they want. And this, our opposite sex also, they also see us as sex tools just to warm their bed. Then another question is white skin perception. Because he's a white guy. This white skin perception continues to corrupt the African mind. Anytime tá bá ti rá àwọn òyìnbó báyìí, brain wa ò kì í ṣe dáadáa, ó máa ń dá pé ó máa ń sọṣẹ́ sílẹ̀. Mostly àwa obìnrin tá bá ti rí ọkùnrin báyìí tó bá ti wá jó òyìnbó, a máa wò pé yes, and the next thing ni pé then we are going to explore the oh God. So many things will be running through so many people's mind. You know, you see, some will be like, okay, this guy, he can help me now to solve my problem, the problem I'm facing here. Then we are going to explore the psychological remnants of colonialism. Ṣé ìgbé àtán kó wa lẹ́rù yẹn, ṣé kíní yẹn ṣì ń worry wa títí dìsìn ni? Ṣé òun ló ṣì ń worry wa ni? What make many of us associate white people with wealth and success, and that they are a savior for our life problem? Why? Let me open the studio line. 07048001015. 07048001015. Or 08022102163. Oni nọ́mbà tó wọnú kulu ní ọ̀sán yìí láti fi dá sí ètò lórí ọ̀rọ̀ àwa obìnrin. Kí la ń pera wa gan? Ṣé orí bẹ́ẹ̀dì nìkan la kàn rò pa wúlò fún ni? Kankan lò wá bẹ́yẹn náà tán bá ti rí wa báyìí, yes, ẹni the next thing ni pé yá orí pápá yá. Kí ló dé tó jẹ́ pé tá bá ti rí àwọn ọkùnrin pàápàá tó bá jẹ́ aláwọ̀ funfun, á ti rò wípé yes, this guy is the solution to my problem. Ta ló sọ fún wa wípé the white guys are not as bad as the black guys also? Oh, àkókò ti pè mí ní àkókò ti gbé wa ní papamọ́ra. This and so many questions and so many topics and so many things are the things we are going to be talking about next week. Yes, by next week, we have a lot to discuss on this. Who are we as a woman? Who is a real woman? How do you see yourself as a woman? Okay, time will not permit me to go on, and I will say this is a wrap for today on the program, Women Affairs. Let's make it a day next week by the special grace of God by 1:30 on Wednesday on this great dial, JJN Radio 101.5 FM. My name is Omolola Kalejai Damisa. Special thanks to my producer, Abiodun Samson, and to my studio manager here, Fawemimo Olamide. See you next week. Bye.